Believe it or not, it's the final weekend of summer. Sure doesn't really feel like it. Hit around 80 degrees around the metro area today. That's summer weather. We're expecting another round of warm weather tomorrow. Sunshine and temperatures will hover in the low 80s before we head into fall.
It was lovely today, Corey Reppenhagen, but bring on the real fall. Let's do it already. The leaves are turning. Let's make the weather turn. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready for it, man. I'm looking forward to it. We got a nice little storm system coming in right on the first day of fall, which means Tuesday might be a classic fall weather day. I'll explain that coming up in just a bit. We've got a few rain showers, light moving across the state of Colorado tonight. A couple of thunderstorms down in southeast Colorado, but not too much to speak of in the way of significant moisture tonight. Here's the temperatures for tomorrow morning. Not too chilly here. We're just a few degrees warmer than the normal low temperatures here, and even some of the mountain towns may avoid the freezing mark as we go through the night tonight into tomorrow morning. And here are our temperatures across the day tomorrow. Looking real nice out here with temperatures in the low 80s across the eastern plains, 50s and 60s in the foothills and the mountains. It's just a great day. And then we'll be watching for that fall storm system coming in. It'll start on Monday evening, and then look at that. That is our Tuesday. That's probably going to be one of those cool, wet, dreary days. Classic fall stuff. I'll talk about that coming up in the full forecast, guys.
Corey, thank you. A Colorado jury has awarded more than $200 million to the family of a 6-year-old girl who died on an amusement park ride in Glenwood Springs. Happened back in 2021. Wangel Estefanos fell from the haunted mine drop at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. A state investigation later found she was not properly buckled in. In fact, she was sitting on the seatbelt. Regulators said multiple operator errors led to her death. The amusement park was fined, the ride was shut down, and workers were retrained. No criminal charges were ever filed. This week, after years of legal battles, a jury sided with Wangel's family and awarded them $205 million. Their attorney says the verdict sends a strong message about safety and accountability. We've reached out to Glenwood Caverns for comment today. We are still waiting to hear back.
A climbing accident in Clear Creek County has left one person dead this weekend. Idaho Springs police say emergency crews were called to the 400 block of Highway 103 just outside of Idaho Springs at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. They say a climber fell while on private property. Rescue crews rushed to the scene and a Flight for Life helicopter was dispatched, but officials later confirmed the climber's injuries were too much to survive. The victim's name hasn't been released. In Aurora, police are investigating a bit of a weird crash on a trail that killed a man last night. Happened on a trail near East Odessa and 38th Street. Aurora police say an ATV and a dirt bike collided on a blind curve. Here's where it gets a little bit strange, though. Police say 3 boys were riding on that ATV and an 18-year-old was on a dirt bike. After the crash, the boys walked back to the road, called their parents, asked for a ride to the hospital. Along the way, they told their parents they couldn't find the dirt bike rider. Parents went back to the scene and discovered the man, who was pronounced dead once officers arrived. Aurora Police's traffic investigations unit is now leading that case.
Denver police are investigating a deadly overnight shooting. It happened early this morning on East 50th Place in Denver's Green Valley Ranch neighborhood. Officers responded, found a victim, took that victim to the hospital where they later died. No word yet on a suspect or what led up to the shooting.
Up in Greeley, police there have arrested a suspect accused of killing an 18-year-old at a skate park last month. Police arrested 18-year-old Logan Dwayne McDowell in the death of Damian Montoya at the Centennial Park there in Greeley. Police believe the shooting happened after a fight between people in a red truck and a gray sedan. They say the suspect drove off in that gray car. Dwayne McDowell is now facing murder and robbery charges.
We do have an update tonight to a story we first brought you yesterday. Police have now arrested a suspect they believe fired into the lobby of the ABC 10 building in Sacramento. Police arrested a 64-year-old Annabelle Hernandez Santana. They arrested them today after investigators linked him to a car suspected in the shooting. He was booked in jail on charges of assault with a deadly weapon and shooting into an occupied building. Occupied, yes, but thankfully nobody got hurt in that shooting yesterday. Tonight, investigators are trying to figure out if the shooting was connected to protests that happened at that same station the day before, related to ABC's suspension of the Jimmy Kimmel Show. ABC 10's parent company is Tegna, same owner we have here at 9 News. Our company released a statement saying, quote, "While details are still limited, importantly, all of our employees are safe and unharmed. We're fully cooperating with law enforcement and have taken additional measures to ensure the continued safety of our employees."
Want to give you a heads up about some traffic changes going on I-25. 2 nights of overnight closures on I-25, kind of near Lone Tree. It's part of ongoing construction for a new pedestrian bridge there. Tomorrow night, the northbound off-ramp of Lincoln Avenue will close at 8. Then the southbound ramp of West Ridgegate Parkway will close at 10. On Monday, kind of similar things going on at Lincoln Avenue starting around 6 p.m. All of the closed ramps will reopen at 6 the following morning. City of Lone Tree is warning drivers to expect delays in that area.
The city of Boulder is one step closer to letting homeowners rent out their property for festivals as the city is getting ready to host Sundance in the next couple years. This week, Boulder City Council voted 7-1 to approve the second reading of an ordinance that would basically let homeowners get a license for large festival special events like Sundance to rent out their home for up to 29 days straight. It has fewer restrictions than the current short-term rental program in that city. More than 50,000 people are expected to descend upon Boulder for Sundance and definitely exceed the capacity of that town's hotels. The festival comes to Boulder in January of 2027. That ordinance is now pending a final vote by the council. Their next meeting is scheduled for October 9th. Sundance again will arrive in January of 2027.